Well, how you do, buckaroos, and how the heck are you, man? I love you, man. And can't we all just get along? So, hey, I've got the Mars Double IPA, excuse me while I scratch my nose, from Bell's Brewery. This one a friend of mine, John, had given me. I bring beers for him to try from time to time when I'm in Arkansas, and every once in a while he'll bring me something. Actually, I can get this here, obviously, but he just had an extra one and gave it to me, so there you go. Mars, the Bringer of War, is a double IPA inspired by the music of Gustav Holst. An intense hopping regimen imparts incredible notes of tropical fruit, citrus, pine, while Munich malt provides balanced in a deep red hue. Yeah, I mean, I thought this was going to be more of a red IPA, but I wouldn't call that a deep red hue. I mean, I've seen some some hoppy reds, and this is very light. I mean, to me, that's barely a light amber. I'm certainly not going to call that a deep red hue. I'm not going to hold that against him. I'm just saying I think they're wrong on that description. Pursuit of Hoppiness. Do they still make Pursuit of Hoppiness? Pursuit of Hoppiness is one of the first big hoppy reds that I had, or the first double hoppy reds, and that's a deep red hue, man. This ain't that. But anyways, I digress. I thought it was interesting, though, when I've checked Bell's website, they list the shelf life for this beer and the Hop Slam, for instance, at 6 months, right? Whereas most beer geeks really get their panties in a wad if you want to have a double IPA more than 3 months. You know, they get their... I mean, some of these guys are so crazy and militant. Oh, I've seen some folks post all over social media. I throw my IPAs away after 90 days. Well, you're stupid. You're ignorant, and you have no idea what the style is supposed to be. Listen, if you want to tell me that it's going to evolve over time, yes, I'm going to give you that. But these beers aren't going to magically die at day 91. The idea of that is so beyond ignorant. Is just, I mean, these guys have no clue. But I like how, Bell's gives them a 6-month shelf life for that reason. And quite frankly, they're going to last long beyond that because it's a double IPA, man. I mean, hops are a natural preservative. Yes, the flavors are going to change, but the beer isn't going bad. Okay, now that I've done my little rant about ignorant, pretentious beer snobs, I'm going to go on and drink the beer now. Now I'm going to kind of make a mental note of how many people are going to give me a dislike because I said what I just said. Not a one of them will have the balls to leave a comment and tell, have a discussion on it. They're just going to give me a dislike because I disagreed with their narrow-minded, ignorant point of view. Anyways, back to the beer. The nose is very interesting. Mars bringing incredible notes of tropical fruit, citrus, pine. Yeah, I mean, sure. On the nose, the first thing I noticed on the nose actually was malt, to be honest with you. I was expecting to get some of the citrus right away, but I certainly felt some malt notes on the nose. But yeah, I'm getting wow, hold on, that was different. I'm actually a lot of times I'll get orange zest, lime or lemon zest, but here I was kind of feeling lime zest on the nose. Certainly some grapefruit, some orange. You're going to get some herbal notes. You're certainly going to find some pine or, juniper-like notes. I can usually refer to those as herbal notes. When you drink it, the herbal or the pine notes linger on the back end for the most part. Early on, you get the bigger fruit notes. Again, I'm feeling some grapefruit, some orange. I am feeling lime zest for some reason. A lot of times I'll feel some lemon zest, but here I'm actually getting lime. I wasn't expecting lime, but there it is. And there it is. Yeah, again, they say look for tropical fruit notes. Yeah, I mean, you might find a pineapple, passion fruit, mango. Depends on what your taste buds are looking for. Oh. Good gravy, that's good. Hey, that's nice. I want to thank John. John from Show Me Brewing, actually, my buddy at Show Me Brewing. I love Show Me Brewing. It's a family operation. John, Andy, and Julie. They started small, mostly as a home brew shop originally, and now they've kind of evolved a little bit. I mean, originally they were having mostly, they just started with a couple of taps that were, it was going to be mostly commercial beers, and then, they had their beers that they would have, a little bit at a time. But now, I mean, they've only been open a year. They've really evolved into something else. I mean, now they're running 12 taps, and they're only brewing 10 gallons at a time out there, and they're doing just such amazing beer. I mean, I know these guys are going to have a bigger building at some point and start brewing on a much bigger scale, because the beers that they're doing are so amazing. I mean, you just give me, you can't keep that stuff quiet for long. They're just doing some great beer out there, man. They've got I don't like the term black IPA, but they've got Indian Dark that they do called Sleeping Bear, that in my opinion is my absolute favorite. I think their beer is, for that style, just surpasses every one that I've ever had. That beer is just incredible. They're not sleeping, but they're Hungry Bear, which is sort of along the same vein as Bell's Hop Slam, meaning it's a double IPA that uses honey. It is just incredible. Oh, there we go. Had one stuck right there. Hate it when that happens, man. So anyways. Oh, another one. As far as this beer is concerned, right? It's good. It's very good. It's very likable. It's a little malty, but not overly so. Again, you are going to feel some of those tropical fruit notes. Right now, I'm noticing more passion fruit than any other tropical fruit, but you're going to get some of those others in there. As far as citrus, I'm feeling orange, grapefruit, and the lime zest that I mentioned. And you do feel that pine, but for me it comes at you right at the end. So there you go. And thanks again, John, for giving me this one. My apologies for the... Nah. Just, if you were offended by the stuff I said, well, you're just a jackass anyway. Yes. Hey, I'm trying to beer whisperer. Thanks, John, for giving me this beer. I know right now, after watching this video, you're regretting it, but there you go. BeerVangelist, prolific beer drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and all-around good guy.